everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the City Witch. So I have your June free reading here before me, and this month I've chosen to work with the Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. So I've given them a good shuffle and selected the 3 cards tuning into June and connecting with your guides, guardians, spirits, ancestors, angels and totems in order to give you some guidance this month for events and the flow of energy that is traveling through your lives in June. So what I'd like you to do, guys, is take a moment to have a glance at each card and connect with their magical energies. And when you feel ready and drawn to a specific card, that is going to be the card that holds the message for you this month. So pause the video at this point and take a moment to do that for me. Okay, so I'm now going to start reading the cards, guys. So we have group 1, 2 and 3. And I'm going to start with group 1. Okay, so for group 1, you've received Coral Wisdom. The message on the card says colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over a long period of time. So those are kind of our clues and indications on the card. Now, this card itself is one of my favorites in the deck. Coral was actually made a sacred treasure by Buddha, and he considered coral to have amazing transformative qualities, focusing primarily on healing yourself in self-love and of course protection as well. So it has these amazing healing qualities, but specific to beauty and self-love and self-worth. So straight away from that, I can gather that this card is indicating to me that you guys are suffering with your physical appearance right now. You're unhappy in your own skin and you're struggling to accept the changes that have happened to you on a physical basis. So this card is here to tell you that you are a beautiful individual, well loved, and you need to work on yourself just a little bit with some self-love. Now, self-love comes in a variety of different forms, ranging from pampering yourself, spending some quality time with yourself, right the way up to standing in the mirror and rather than abusing yourself, instead saying, hey, you sexy beast, and giving yourself a little bit of self-love, self-confidence, and saying some positive mantras to yourself in the mirror and absorbing that the reflective energies coming from the mirror that you've actually spoken to yourself. And actually I do that quite a lot, guys, and it's something I advise all my students to do, to put sticky notes on their mirrors and in the morning say these mantras over and over. And positive affirmations have a wonderful impact on your psyche, your vibration, your energy, and of course your emotions. So it's worth trying them, and you can do a number of different ones here, guys, ranging from your physical appearance all the way to giving yourself compliments about your personality, your creativity, your skills. So try that and see if it has any impact and if it helps you or not. Now, another thing I want to say here as well is I'm getting a really strong, fragile vibe from this card. I'm feeling like there's a very fragile situation that's occurred for you or is about to occur this month. I feel like the situation needs serious attention. I do feel as well like this is connected to your home environment. So it's not just that you're lacking in self-love right now. There's also a general unhappiness about the state of your home and where you're living. Your environment in general is kind of ticking you off. I feel this irritation in the back of my mind right now. So I do kind of feel like this needs addressing, guys, and you're going to have to put some attention on your environment. Now, if it's not possible for you to move and make a physical change in location, then try to improve the environment as best you can. And that can often mean decluttering, cleaning, it can mean organization, even giving it a fresh lick of paint. All these things you have the opportunity to do. Might not have the funds to do it, but if you have a budget in mind, there's a lot of helpful videos at the moment out there that'll help you work on a budget to freshen up your home. And you don't have to tackle everything at once. Start room by room, and even if it's just a good declutter and moving the furniture around, that fresh energy and that change alone can impact your psyche greatly. So this card is indicating to me that you need to put some attention on your home life, some attention on your self-love and self-worth, reminding yourself that you are a wonderful individual. I can also sense in this card as well that part of helping how you're feeling about your home life and yourself is going to have to be approached with a certain level of sensitivity, empathy and love. And the reason I say that is because I don't feel like you're the only one in the household feeling this way, and I feel like there's a number of other people surrounding you right now that also feel that way. They're all bogged down. There's this boggy, heavy energy that I'm picking up on. So approaching this with sensitivity, working as a team and addressing this with a certain level of love is going to impact you in a very strong way. So I definitely feel like that's the way to go here, guys. So words of wisdom from the mermaids coming through there. I also kind of sense that there's a work issue coming up as well. I feel there's an irritation with a certain bubble of people in the work environment, so colleagues perhaps, that has been bubbling up for some time. I feel like this has been going on for a long time. I get this really old string of energy coming through right now. I feel very strongly like this card is trying to tell me that this situation at work isn't a major thing. It's just something that's niggled at you for a while, and it's just increased and continued over a long period of time, and you've sort of reached the end of your tether and you're losing your temper a little bit with this. I can feel this anger coming through, this irritation, this need to kind of put this person in their place and address the issue strongly. But the cards are advising against this, guys. Don't address this strongly. Don't attack this situation, because you're going to come across as the bad guy. You need to handle this with kid gloves, in a calm manner, handle the problem as professionally as you possibly can. And if you're still able to not resolve this, and you're still struggling, and you can see this pattern, this thing is annoying you still, then perhaps it's time to take it to a higher body in the workplace and get some professional assistance. That's what the cards are telling me for group 1. Moving on to group 2. Group 2, you have receptivity. The message on the card is allow yourself to receive and allow yourself to give. So that's the indication for this month. Straight away, I'm getting that a great gift is coming your way, guys. So for group 2, there is a wonderful gift coming to you in the month of June, and it's going to be something kind of long awaited. In fact, I feel like this has almost been anticipated and that you're not shocked about it coming at all. However, this gift does come with some strings attached. I'm getting from this card that this is not free, that you are going to have to work for it or do something for it. There are strings attached to this gift. And again, I'm getting this, oh, what a surprise, really sarky kind of message coming through. So I feel like this is something that you've known about for a while. It's something you've expected, anticipated, and knowing that there's string attached, you're almost rolling your eyes and going, well, I could have told you that was coming. So you are aware of this thing that's coming into your life. However, the cards are also indicating to me that this is going to take some careful consideration on your part, and you're going to need to be open to the possibilities that this gift presents. The cards would like me to urge you not to be too hasty, to take your time about considering this. Do not dismiss this gift out of fear, but instead ponder its meaning. There is more to this gift than meets the eye. Oh, very interesting. I'd like to know what this gift is, so if anybody does receive anything during the month of June, please leave me a comment below on what it was, what happened, and what you noticed about the gift that was perhaps a string attached to it. The other thing coming through at the moment from this card is that love and good fortune is coming your way. There's a lot of positivity for group 2 in June. I can see a time of prosperity. So there is more than one gift coming your way. There's gifts of love, there's gifts of appreciation. I want to say the word acceptance as well. I feel like there's a certain gift of acceptance coming. So there's a few different varieties of gifts and energies coming into your life during the month of June. And it's going to be a little bit fragile as to whether you accept them or not, because I feel like not all the things coming in are things that you want and desire. I feel like things are flowing for you, coming in, and whereas some things are anticipated, I almost feel like there's some gifts coming in that you're going to try and reject because of who is gifting them. So As the cards have said before, you need to carefully consider all things coming into your life during the month of June. Don't dismiss them out of a place of fear or even revulsion. Maybe consider those gifts being given and think about it before accepting, and don't dismiss it quickly. There's more to this than meets the eye, and I'm getting that message coming through really strongly for you guys. But I am seeing some changes in June for you guys. I'm seeing that there is a certain level of negotiation that's present as well in the month of June. And I'm also getting the word diplomacy coming through as well. So maybe a new skill is going to be developed during this month, and you're going to be taught a little bit of diplomacy and how to handle things from a very new perspective. So very interesting stuff coming for you guys in group 2. So if anybody does receive something very interesting, or certainly definitely something unexpected, then please drop me a message. I would really love to know what you end up receiving and what you get in the month of June. That would be very, very interesting. Moving on to group 3. Group 3, we have vulnerability. Open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. This is another one of my favourite cards in this deck because it's not something we get very often. It's a very beautiful merman in the image holding a human woman who is extremely naked and vulnerable and obviously needs his help and support. So we get a lot from this card straight away. Here I feel like some of you in group 3 are experiencing a blockage right now, cut off from your true feelings. I almost feel like you don't wish to show any signs of weakness. And I feel shame for this weakness as well. There is fear surrounding this word weakness. There is a certain level of vulnerability, and you guys feel like being vulnerable is weakness. Now I'm here to tell you this card is saying being vulnerable isn't weakness. You're allowed to be vulnerable and you're allowed to feel vulnerability. It doesn't have to be weakness. So there's a lot of strong people coming through with group 3 that are usually very independent and don't lean on other people, and they certainly don't like to show their feelings. But a lot has happened over the course of this year, and I feel like it's coming to a head a little bit in the month of June for you guys, and you are starting to feel those cracks. They are splitting you apart, and you're starting to feel that weakness, and you're trying to tell yourself not to feel it, but actually this card is encouraging it. It's okay. You are allowed to be vulnerable, and that is a very strong message coming through from the cards right now for you guys. I'm also getting here that the cards are trying to tell me that you don't wish to show signs of weakness. They're telling me that you need to replace the word weakness with the word tenderness, and you need to learn to trust and accept and open up to others. So very powerful message coming through there from the mermaids for you guys. It's a positive way to let out your emotions. Now with that message, being able to open up to others is quite difficult, and if you're not somebody that usually does this, perhaps it's time to give that a go, and that is present in this card. So you guys need to learn to open up and let people in, and I feel like this is because you've been hurt quite a lot in the past and you find it quite difficult to trust and let people into your inner circle. But your inner circle has dwindled quite a bit, and at the moment, with people being so cut off and isolated and separate and the world changing as it is, this card is encouraging you to find new ways to be open, to learn to trust others and grow your circle of trusted people. You need to encourage new bonds and new connections during the month of June. You need to allow yourself to express yourself in a very healthy way by opening up and allowing yourself to be a little bit vulnerable. You may feel as though you will be abused if you do this, but the cards are trying to tell me that you won't, because you are simply opening up, and the people that you open up to are going to value that from you because it's not something you usually do. So they're going to see it as a transformative state within your connection and friendship, and they're going to be very respectful towards you. I almost feel like they are completely surprised that you open up to them, but they're going to recognize it for what it is, that it's a very strong, difficult moment for you, but it's something that's necessary. So you're actually going to receive a lot of kindness and support, more than you guys think you're going to during the month of June. Your willingness to trust, love, and be kind will allow you to heal as well. So there's a lot of healing energies I feel coming through from this card. At the moment, I see this blockage that you have, guys, this inability to open up to others can be removed, and this is the start of that. You have the opportunity here to grow and create movement within your life. And I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this, but I feel like there hasn't been much movement in your lives, almost like all opportunities and doors have been closed to you and cut off. There's a lot of obstacles that have created this stagnation within your life, and you're starting to feel that like nothing has moved or changed. Well, if you can work on this issue, guys, that is gonna be freed. Those blockages are going to be removed, and you're going to be freeing yourself up to opportunities and opening doors that are certainly there. It's just that they're unavailable to you right now because you haven't worked on this. So a little bit of shadow work for you guys this month, but overall, building new trusting bonds with people, opening up to people who deserve it, and being able to let your emotions out in a really healthy way is going to remove those blockages and allow things to start flowing for you once again. Here you will learn to confide in others and lean on others for support. And this is also going to be a month of revealing who are your true friends and who is your support system. So that was the final message from this card. So I hope this reading has been helpful for you guys. And if you enjoyed it, as always, give me that all important thumbs up. Click the bell button and YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. And if you'd like to book a professional reading from me, you can do this through my Facebook and Instagram business pages, and the links are in the description. And if you'd like to offer love and support to this channel, you can do that through Patreon, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Blessed be.